first start running?
So I first started running for the sake of running, right? But not like just playing, because I mean in playing we always run and it's always
For
fun.
the sake of, I know this is good for me, so I should probably do it.
Okay, so that mindset came about when I started playing sports. So it was, we ran because we needed to warm up before practice, or we ran because we got in trouble, and then we would just run because we wanted to get the cardio conditioning in, right? Because I played volleyball and these games would last hours. But I never really found the enjoyment in it because it was always kind of like a chore. Like you're either getting punished for it or it's like this grueling thing.
The way I got introduced to running is actually pretty funny. So as a kid, I had asthma, right?
That's hilarious. Is that the funny part?
No, the funny part is my mom thought the best way is to run it out of me. So when I first started running, I think I was 6 or 7, and my mom would make me run a half mile before school every single day. And most of the time, I would hide in the bushes and wait till she's done before I go inside.
Oh, you guys would run together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other times when I actually did run, I would get proud of myself. I'm like, oh wow, like this is a really good feeling. For some reason, I think like just viscerally, it felt like it was good for you. So I think for me, knowing that feeling, that was something that I always strive to achieve, like through sports, through wrestling, through whatever, even through the military. I know that when I did run, it felt good. So I would slowly get myself to the point of doing it more and more so that I can fall in love with something that is really good for me. So for me, I naturally gravitated towards strength sports. Like I really liked intense things, like one time, you know? And I think then that's really good in certain endeavors in life. But as they say, like life is a marathon, and how long that you can push and how much that you can really like grind towards something is very, very important. And I always felt like running was something that helped exercise my endurance muscle.
The more I started really taking my fitness seriously and the more I really tried to just work on myself just as a person to be a better mom, a better daughter, a better sister, a better friend, I was working on so many things, you know, mentally, that I felt like because I didn't have this love for something that's so primal to us, like running, I really made it a point to lean into that. Like, why don't I like it? And I should be liking it because I was given 2 legs that work really well, and this should be something that I should actually be enjoying and really leaning into. So my mindset really shifted when I forced myself to find enjoyment in it. And as soon as I really started consistently running and pushing my boundaries and going, okay, I'm gonna run 1 more mile. Well, actually, let me see if I can do 2 miles, and 2 miles turn into 4 miles. And I'm like, whoa, I'm actually really capable. And it felt super empowering for me. And it kind of became addicting where I'm like, I never wanna not run.
So that is my favorite feeling in running. When you are set out for 3, but at 2, you kind of feel like calling it quits. You know, you start questioning, why am I running? You start having all these things that's trying to like dissuade you, but you find the will in you to go, no, you gotta push forward. And you kind of have to like almost lay that little piece of cookie right in front of you to keep taking that step where you're like, okay, don't focus on anything else. Put 1 foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Focus on your breath. Okay, 4 counts out, 4 counts in. It's almost like you're doing whatever it takes to reach that goal of like 3 miles or whatever it is that you said you're gonna do. And that feeling, I recognize that same exact feeling when it came to like relationships, when it came to building businesses or any other challenge in life. There's always that time where you want to call it quits, you know? And the only thing that's able to help you push past that is that will muscle. And I feel like that will muscle you exercise so much when you're running, and that's where I think the true benefits of running are in your life.
When did we start training together?
I remember when we first started dating, we would go to like a commercial gym.
Yeah, I think we were probably just friends too.
Oh, right. We actually went to the gym together as friends, like the whole group.
Like on dates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, double dating. And the girl I was dating would run with you, and the guy you were dating would lift weights And then I think when we're all done, we would all maybe run a couple laps around the place.
Yeah, and that's how I don't think we've never not trained together. We've always been our little gym buddies. But I think, I want to say last year was the first time you and I actually had a lot of fun training together. I think we ran, was it 4 or 6 miles or something like that? And we were just having the time of our life. Normally when I run by myself, it's always put your head down, one foot in front of the other. The nice voice in my head is going, come on, let's stop. And the other one's going, shut up, we gotta finish. But when you and I get together, it's so much fun. You're telling me about like gossip, or we're talking about business strategies, or we're talking about family. And it's just been so fun running with you.
Yeah, just having straight up conversations.
Falling into love with running has helped me in so many different aspects of my life, because it's taught me to just put my head down and really stick to my goals and literally put one foot in front of the other. But the most important part is leaning forward. Because I know and this is when we're running. I don't know if it's like this for you, but when I'm running and I'm fatigued and I'm tired and everything in my mind and in my body is telling me to stop, all I have to tell myself is just one foot in front of the other and literally just position your body forward. And that like helps me so much. So applying that philosophically, if you will, into my life, it's literally doing the same thing. You know, whenever it is that I feel like I've hit a wall, or I'm uninspired, or I'm stressed, or I see nothing but problems in front of me, I just tell myself, one foot in front of the other, and lean forward. So whatever it is that's going on, just keep moving in that direction.
Yeah, that leaning forward part I really like, because I think what it really trains is intention. You know, like you can't just run and then all of a sudden go on cruise control and your legs are like Roadrunner.
Yeah, no, that doesn't
You
happen.
have to constantly pick one foot up, put it in front of the other, keep going. You have to think about it, right? Left, right. And it's literally like taking like a chisel and like knocking rocks down. And I think when you get into tough parts of relationship or tough parts of the business, you wish you can go to sleep and wake up and the problem's gone, but it's still there. And the only way to take care of it is tackle it head on with chipping away, you know, little by little and with little intention, just one step at a time, both figuratively and physically. And that's my favorite part of running, where it really helps you hone in on that intention. Yeah, so I feel like as long as we keep running, that's what really trains our will. Not just mine or yours, but even ours together. Now that we have a family, which is why we even take Taika on our runs too. We're just this little family all running together. Because as long as you keep running, train that will, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And when I look back at all the things that we've been able to do, I'm happy we were able to make a run at it. Thank you to Brooks for giving us this opportunity to share our story.